bro. It was a video I was watching, right? So it was this dude in a wheelchair, right? He was rolling on the sidewalk. He goes past a store, and on the store there's a big ladder that goes up to the roof of the store because there's someone working on the ladder on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay? He gets so mad that he can't get past the ladder, or he would have to go on the street. So he gets so mad that he keeps yanking the ladder, and then the guy falls about like 10 feet straight onto his back. Literally. So my two things is, the first one is obviously a joke. You know how I am.
Yeah.
All right? My fault before I even say this. I said, like, what if he only had 4 for his wheelchair basketball league?
Yeah.
And he wanted a 5th. So he was like...
So my man out here recruiting.
Like, damn, dude, 6'5"? Cool. Spinal injury.
Oh my.
Then my other thing is, what if the guy? So I feel like different communities are very small, especially if you live in the same city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if, like, let's say if you were an amputee, right, and there was an amputee group, you know, that helped. I feel like that community is very small to where you would know every amputee if they came to there. I feel like if you're in a wheelchair and you play sports or you're athletic, you're in the same community.
Yeah.
So that dude definitely gonna run into him again. Like, bro.
You did this to me.
Like, bro, there's no way you could. I couldn't, bro.
Oh my
I think that
gosh.
would make me a lot more, like, mad because you know what it's like to be paralyzed.
Mm-hmm.
And you did this to me, knowing that I could become paralyzed.
I think when people do those type of things, they don't really think about the outcome sometimes.
Really?
Push you down everybody they see, they push you down a ladder. Anyways, man.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Welcome to Crash
Keeping
Dummies.
that in there.
Hell yeah. Welcome to Crash Dummies episode 47.
47.
Andre Karolinko.
Romaine Johnson. That's the best 47 I know.
AK-47 isn't? He got the hardest.
No, Romaine Johnson, the hardest hitting linebacker to ever wear 47.
Interesting.
47.
Anyway, welcome to Crash Dummies episode 47. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, rate us on Apple and Spotify if possible. And also, if you're a Spotify listener, we're going to add comments to the podcasting so you can ask questions or just comment on what you thought about the episode.
Good luck.
First things first, thank you for everybody that was tweeting out the Ocho Prize on Twitter. I said Ocho Prize. That's just how I wrote it down in my notes.
The Ocho Cinco tweeting out prize.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I was gonna give somebody a $25 gift card, Amazon, or probably just Venmo you, to be honest. That just sounds a lot easier.
Yeah.
The person that won is Trippy Dez. That's his name on Twitter.
Yeah, come forward. Obviously.
So DM me on whatever platform and I'll send you your
Claim your 25. Man.
So now another way to win $25.
Or you can donate it. Back to the show.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
But another thing we want you guys to help us out too is tweeting at Barstool to sign us, because I think we're talented enough to take that next leap. So in all our videos or anything on Twitter, just tweet Barstool or Dave Portnoy or whatever. Tell them to sign us.
Yeah, they'd be lucky to have us, man. Their honor.
Their honor. All right. So I was talking to you. Again, we were talking about how we don't like to talk to each other during the week sometimes because we be talking about too much. And I called you, and you were saying that you don't like your name.
Oh, you told me to. It's funny because you wouldn't even let me get everything out.
Yeah,
like, oh, save it for the podcast. I don't like my name. I think it's crazy. I think it should be a crime. Obviously, my dad's named Patrick too, which makes me a junior.
Yeah.
For the slow ones like damn. But to name me Patrick, purely Irish, bro. There's no comeback. Like, there's no twist I can throw on my name. I only can go to Pat or P. And like P is cool for like like the first 14 years of your life, but sometimes you got to move on from people calling you P. And then you're like, okay, I got Pat or Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
It's to the point when people ask me, hey, bro, what you prefer, Pat or Patrick? I'm like, man, they both ass. Call me what you want. My name is Pat. I can't even Google myself, bro. I've accomplished a lot in life. A lot of Googleable stuff. Yeah. But I Google Patrick Johnson. Hey, I got to go Junior, and then I got to go Pontiac or Lakeland. Fifth color.
Height.
Like, huh?
Height.
Right. I gotta type in the first half of my social. 423 18 39 47.
I mean, you just gave out somebody's social.
I know. Ain't that crazy? I just said a random number. Yeah. Somebody like, hey. That's mine.
Oh man.
That's somebody's social. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Everybody's but it's somebody's social, but it's like you gotta match it to the name. That's the hard part.
Right. Just go with Patrick.
All right, you want to hear some wild news? Man proposes to woman at her father's funeral.
Say it again.
I said man proposes to a woman at her father's funeral.
Man
proposes.
Oh, wow.
So it says,
that's
this is
crazy.
From the New York Post. So a South African pastor is being criticized online after filming himself proposing to a grieving woman in the middle of her father's funeral. Mere feet from the deceased body. Video of the proposal has more than 278,000 views as critics accuse the man of making a somber occasion about himself. And this kind of goes back to our topic of people making stuff about themselves. Proposing at your girl's father's wedding is a wild thing.
Unless he was beefing with him. Then it's okay.
Oh man.
That's the ultimate get back. If they ain't like each other, it's all game, man. Charge it to the game.
I didn't read the whole article.
Did she say yes?
That was what I was gonna say.
That boy didn't even find out if she said yes.
Let's see. She said yes.
She had to say no. There's no way she said yes. That's crazy.
Oh,
bro.
There's a video of it. She didn't say anything. He put the ring on her.
Oh, she let him know?
Yeah, she was grieving, crying, and I'll pop the video up there if I can find it.
I see like both sides of it. I see a little bit of his side. What if he like, man, what if they lost the dad tragically and they like, man, this could happen at any time. I'm about to do something that, if I die tomorrow, I will regret not doing, So, bam, drop on the knee. Right
in front of the dad's body.
It depends on, was it before or after communion?
Condolences to that girl, but that's wild.
Hey, but no, this is going back to funerals, bro. The one thing I hate is like when people say, hey, y'all know he would have wanted us to.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know that. Like, yeah, I said that before I left. Like, hey, y'all, if I ever die, I want y'all to tell jokes at my funeral. Mm-hmm. And then y'all actually get to my funeral and tell jokes. Hey.
Like, I was half joking.
I was just playing. I was just saying that. Pat, y'all know Pat would have wanted y'all to be happy. No. No, I wouldn't. I want y'all to suffer a little bit. So a lot of people have got this question before. And I think me or you are kind of similar. The question is, how many hours of sleep do you need to have a functional day? I'll ask it again. What's the minimal amount of hours that you need to have of sleep to have a functional day?
Like not feeling that bad is like 4 hours.
So let's say whatever hours that you say are your minimum, you have to do that consistently for a month straight.
Yeah.
4 hours for a month straight, you'll be okay?
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm about 5.
5, yeah.
4 is crazy to me.
4 is...
Yeah, that's like...
Some days I actually do sleep 4 hours a day, like...
say
terrible to
like
say.
I went to bed at 2 a.m. and woke up at 6. I could do that for about 6-7 days, but then it starts to wear on me.
Yeah.
A little bit. But to say like 5, I went to bed at 1 and woke up at 6. That's not bad to me.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
We made
to
it
me.
work.
Some people need 8, and that is crazy to me. 8 is like I feel sloppy.
You do?
If I get 8 hours of sleep, bro,
I think I get 8 hours of sleep, like 7 to 8 hours.
bro.
I go to bed sometimes like at 9:30, 10. Be up like 5.
the earlier I go up, the earlier I go to sleep, the earlier I get up.
Cool. Put the little dash, Patrick Johnson.
It's like a quote.
In order to wake up early, you got to go to bed early.
Man,
If you're not willing, them dudes be selling anything, bro.
I just feel like I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I just feel like it's crazy to me as a grown man to take a nap, bro. That's crazy.
I haven't
No,
taken, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't taken a nap in
Listen.
forever.
Let me reiterate that, okay? Let me re-say that, actually. I want to re-say this. I think it's crazy for a guy to have a planned nap.
Okay.
Like, that's crazy.
Like a scheduled nap?
Like a scheduled nap. Like, bro, I'll probably get some sleep around 2 o'clock. Like, what? I started looking at dude crazy. Like, what? Like, I get you. Like, I've been plenty of times I've been on the couch, you know, just,
Yeah.
or, you know, something like, you was laying in bed and you know, but to still take naps, like a planned nap, is crazy to me. Also to like nap too long. I don't know if I have an anxiety that wakes me up, but something wakes me up.
I think that's why I can't nap, because I'm like, I don't want to like, I don't know.
That's
just
people be like, man, I just napped all the way at 2 a.m. Like, damn, do you got any responsibilities? I feel like the world would fall apart if I like overnap.
Yeah.
Like overnight, like
having a I feel like having a planned nap is funny, because imagine like, hey bro, we about to go hoop at like 2. It's like that's kind of around my nap time, but I'm gonna try to take it at 1:30 this time.
hey, hit Pat up. Yeah, he napping right now. He told me it's in his Microsoft Teams schedule. Just add nap.
Yeah. Why did we all wear rosaries?
That's crazy.
Especially the super thought. Why did that whole era, the rosary era?
It's wild, bro.
It's a crazy era.
Had atheists wearing rosaries. People don't even believe in God.
Man, dudes running like actual like drive-bys with rosaries on, bro. You see the rosary dangling.
Take them off. Say your Hail Marys.
People cheating on their wives with rosemary's on.
That's wild. That is very wild. That is wild, bro. Long as you tuck it in, you good.
Bro, I had the black rosary.
I had a wooden one.
The wooden one.
The wooden one was
Bro, how
tough.
can nobody ever told me those big stupid ass chains I used to wear in freshman year of college? Remember I had the OD big Africa chain.
that.
The Africa chain?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the big wooden African chain?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff you did. I ain't saying that. You used to wear sandals with no socks.
Yeah, I still do.
With shorts, and then you wear like this this hoodie sweater. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like the shit wasn't long and it wasn't thick enough to be a hoodie, but it also had a hood, so it was like a hooded sweater. And then you always roll it up to like your forearm.
Yeah.
Like this dude, bro.
Swag was disgusting.
He wanted to skateboard so bad.
Oh, you know what else had us in the chokehold was the quarter sleeves, the baseball quarter sleeve shirts.
Ooh, that was tough. That's crazy. They came and went.
I could never pull it off though. I don't know why. That shit was just not me.
No, that's crazy. Had us looking like Negro League baseball players.
It's just funny, like how we all just see each other dressing the same. It's like, oh, let me do that.
Bro, really had the quarter sleeves. Dudes at parties dressed like Satchel Paige. On the dance floor looking like Jackie Robinson. Boy, take that shit off. With a hat on, too. Yeah. With cargos on. Dude looking like a full baseball. A Negro League baseball.
Yeah, no, I got some. That's some questionable. It was the area though.
That's crazy how Negro is like accepted.
Yeah, if somebody says that,
That's crazy.
Negro, please. Yeah,
But it's like all the same meaning though.
they're all the same meaning, just like a more polite way.
Like
to say
someone
it.
that's not black could easily say Negro and nobody.
I mean, in
will doubt
Spanish,
it
it's
not.
negro.
I know. I be watching. You gotta watch Spanish, bro. Spanish.
Why they pick such a harsh like the word like blanco? I think is white, right?
Yeah,
So blanco and negro. I don't feel like.
they're kind of the same.
I feel like blanco sounds a little bit better though.
I mean, vanilla sounds better than chocolate.
Does it?
Yeah,
I do like vanilla ice cream though. Random thought.
vanilla's.
I feel like getting chocolate ice cream and getting chocolate additives.
Totally different.
Yeah.
I actually don't like chocolate ice cream. Now I just
Yeah, I
thought
don't
about
like chocolate ice cream like that.
it. No,
How we get on this?
somebody about to make it a racial thing. That right there is what's wrong with the black household. If I put out chocolate ice cream and I put out vanilla, okay.
I do like chocolate toppings though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I use my thing is the from Culver's, the frozen custard with Heath,
Bro,
Snickers.
no, nobody give a fuck. What the fuck?
I always talk about the first time somebody listens to our podcast and
Yeah, hopefully it's not that. Like, what the hell is? Hey, but I get my custard.
yeah, I had to cut this off when dude just started going on a rant about ice cream.
In here, I got accidentally tapping someone's phone, and I read it as like accidentally tapping someone. Like, what? It's like, why?
That reminds me of that. I forgot who said it. When she said she gave somebody a top on accident.
I refuse to get in this conversation.
That's what she said.
I won't. I won't even indulge a little bit. We are done. So I got another question.
All right.
Do you think the government listens to our regular calls?
Our regular calls?
Yeah. So do you think the government listens to the calls of regular people?
Yeah.
Even if like they have no drug ties, criminal ties,
Oh yeah.
no
I think
money.
I think
So you think like there's a so when I FaceTime you think there's a government agent
maybe not every
again.
time, but I feel like in all times that I've called people, yes, I feel like my call could have been.
that your phone is tapped?
Yeah.
That would be crazy, bro.
Because the reason I think that is just because I feel like the government, how the government operates sometimes, like we're gonna keep looking until we find something.
Right.
Right. So I'm going to search all these innocent people they're deemed innocent. Out of the 100 people I search, there's going to be one person that's doing some shit they probably shouldn't
Some
do.
shady stuff.
Or
and
something
it might
that leads
lead you.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. This dude talking about, yeah, I got the package from Ronnie. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Now I get to Ronnie's number, then I follow it.
Because there's a certain way you end up on those lists to get to be tapped anyway.
That would be crazy. I would get so bored if I was an FBI agent tapping someone's phone, bro. I'd just chime in like, man.
You don't even know he cheating.
Y'all my 100th call and y'all lame as hell. God damn. Y'all boys really talk about video games over the phone? Ain't you 29? Like, damn.
Yeah, I feel like at that point it's like what are you gonna do?
That's what's crazy to me about like the first of all, the concept of selling drugs to me now, especially in like that marijuana is legalized in some states, it's just crazy to me because it's crazy to me that you think you're not gonna get caught.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different ways to get caught selling drugs. First of all, the only way to really not get caught is to never make any real money.
Yeah.
So at that point, you making like $20 an hour risking your freedom when you could just be like your manager at your local TJ Maxx, right? Then
That's a good point.
No. Then, okay, if you're making big money, eventually you're going to sell to an undercover cop. Eventually, like, now you can never get in a car accident. You never can get pulled over for any type of reason, which is crazy. You sell drugs for 5 years, and you're the best driver, you're eventually going to get pulled over.
Yeah.
That's just how the system works for some reason. Then, you never slip up. None of your clients ever. So when every client you sell to now becomes a witness to like, no, if they're not careful and they get picked up and they don't want to do prison time, All you gotta say is, well, I just tell you where I got it from. If I ain't going to jail. Easy. Obviously, you got to work with other people, and you don't know who they're working with. So you be like, okay, I get the drugs from this guy, and he pretty solid, but he get the drugs from this guy who's being investigated, and all you gotta do is, like, it's so many different ways, bro. I don't see how anybody like with I get the like the. I shouldn't say I get the big time people, but the big time people are at least like, okay, when I make this move, this is gonna be $200,000, and I can chill out, and like and there's so many different systems that they have, and they probably got a cop within them somewhere that's helping them stay out of the system. But to have like just us regular, we ain't got no connections. I feel like you gotta have connections, bro. You gotta get out there and network. You gotta go bar hopping and
the drug networking event.
Some dude sells something too crazy. Like, no, not heroin, bro. I was talking about weed. Stay back, Breaking Bad.
Don't you hate when someone puts you on something and then they never let you live it down that they put you on?
Nah.
You don't?
No, because I'm that person. I'll let you know. Okay, that boy dribbling with his left hand, remember? Who taught you that? Yes, sir. That Drewski video?
Yeah.
He used to be soft. I showed him that. Yeah,
that boy breathing.
That boy wasn't breathing before he came around me. I ain't gonna lie to you. They always did.
That's the worst to me, though.
No, the worst is
like I know you put me on, and I already admit that you put me on. Why are you every time I do the thing that you put me on to? Oh, now you only listen to this song because I put you on this song. Remember?
The worst is like I hear people get mad that other people start doing something because they hung around that person.
Yeah. They
be like, damn, he ain't started getting money till he hung around Johnny. Like, damn. Maybe you should hang with Johnny. Broke ass. Got a comment on somebody.
The subtle hate.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Would you rather?
Oh shit!
I just made this up out of nowhere, off the top.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather get $100,000 or have your most embarrassed moment of your life, where you were most embarrassed, be put on TV?
My most embarrassed part of my life. $100,000?
$100,000. So it could be something that you thought that's a secret that you don't want nobody to know that happened, and it happened, and it's recorded.
For $100K.
Is it worth it? A lot of people.
A
lot of people gonna be certain. Like a lot of people, like they're gonna be doing prison time.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I never thought about prison.
Yeah. You think you just play on TV and the cops like, all right, that's cool.
Have I committed any crimes?
Yes, you have.
No, like legit ones, like in my adult years.
There's stuff that you can still, like, people don't realize, like, okay, for all you guys that ever smoked some weed out there, right? If you've ever bought weed, that's a crime.
Yeah.
So if that's recorded and put on there, you're going to jail. You're going to at least do like 30 days.
I wouldn't take the $100K, to be honest. If it was more money, I would really consider it.
Nah, I ain't upping up the money. Because I feel like if it's more money, it's easy.
Yeah.
Because anybody can be like, if I did a minor offense, $30, 30 days for $1 million, I'd do that.
Yeah.
But no, 100,000.
And I'm just thinking about, like, it's just not $100K right now. It's not really moving me.
Nah.
Come on, man. We getting money over here. Hey, stop playing with us.
I just don't want to get robbed, bro. I would have been bragging. Hey, I still ain't wearing no chains.
All right. I have a question. Not even a question. It is a question. What was your worst email / social media name? Because I always think about people that had, like, especially coming up with the age of social media, we kind of came up with social media a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a lot of names, like, like my tag, it was a thing called Tag before.
Yeah, I remember.
My tag name was Two Fly Mike.
Two Fly, ain't bad. That ain't bad. Mine was BDP07.
BDP?
Yeah.
07?
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Big. And my favorite number was 7.
I was thinking like bust down.
No, bust down wasn't even. That wasn't. I don't even thought that was a word back then.
Oh, it was in Chicago.
Oh,
That was bust down was like what thought is now.
huh?
Bust down is like what thought is now.
Oh yeah. Used in that way.
Yeah,
I was thinking like bust down, roll the avalanche. This is my first time rapping it.
What was my question? Oh yeah, that was your worst one.
Yeah.
You really? That was the real story.
I feel like I was. Yeah, that was real. I feel like I was always smart about that.
Yeah.
I forgot. So the first time I ever made an email, the person that was telling me to make an email, I was about to make an email about. I was trying to put like football player number 46, like literally that.
Yeah.
And dude was like, "Remember, you're gonna have this email. Like, what do you want? You're gonna have to send stuff with your email, so people are gonna see this.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you want people to see?" And that's when I made P. Johnson Jr.
I had my first email was sacrilege. Sacrilege. Literally sacrilege at whatever my domain name is.
This is gonna be a good question. I would love to see the comments.
Yeah.
This would be crazy.
It's gonna be too crazy. You saw Lil Wayne and Mark Cuban arguing?
Are they arguing over Lil Wayne's tweets when he said Luca a hoe?
Yeah. Oh. And then Mark Cuban came back with a comeback, and then Lil Wayne said he would piss in his mouth.
That's crazy.
That's a wild insult.
That's assault too.
I think it's more than assault. A different type of
assault.
For
sure. I didn't want to say that, but yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. If somebody told me that, it would just mean to the point that you're gonna beat me up so bad that I'm gonna let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nah.
Yeah, I think with Lil Wayne thing, I think he was just like, because the thing that Mark Cuban said was a little witty, like it's like a shit show. It was a Lil Wayne lyric, right?
Yeah.
And it was funny, and they lost, so
Lil Wayne. I think Lil Wayne had a lot of money on the game too.
Yeah. What I was hearing is that he's really good friends with CP3 because of New Orleans days and stuff like that. So he was really there to support, and then Mark Cuban invited him to sit front row at that game too. So when he called Luka Ho before that, he thought everything was already cool, and then that picture comes out, and I guess he said because his kid was in it and stuff like that. But I think Mac Main, I forgot Mac Main is the president of Cash Money.
Yeah.
So, but he said he kind of pieced everything out. I think everybody's good now.
Oh, so the picture that Mark Cuban used had Lil Wayne's picture in it?
Son
in it?
Yeah, in like the corner. Honestly, I don't think that's what really bothered him, but his son was like in present, but I don't know.
That's why. Maybe his son, he doesn't want his son on camera.
Yeah, but I couldn't tell what his son looked like, to be honest.
That's you though.
Yeah. Have you ever obviously we've probably done this together, but the embarrassment of not getting into a club,
crazy.
And like I don't know, it's just like the weird embarrassment, that type of thing, because now you waiting in line this whole time, and the bouncer looks at your shoes and like, no ones, no Air Force Ones, no gym shoes and stuff like that.
Hey, sometimes it's crazy to me that they don't look down the line and like tell people, like, you see this dude had a white T-shirt when he was all the way at the end. Yeah. You could have told him, like, hey, no white T-shirts. Just letting you know. They wait until you get all the way in front of him. This dude waited 30 minutes. And you waited and told him, hey, no. Oh.
Sorry there, buddy.
No ankles, bro. No ankles in the club. No ankles.
Yeah. Bro, that shit is so, like, we already know what that is, but it's funny when, like...
It's racist.
Yeah. It's funny when you, like, one time I didn't get into a place because I had literally had off-white Vapor Maxes on. You see dudes walking in with Skechers, Vans.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, what type of... Obviously, that's the racist part that goes into it. Yeah. It's just like...
I feel like shoe value has to add up.
100%. If it's recognizable.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're trying to stop robberies. Like, oh, he's not going to get robbed for those Skechers.
Remember the one place we go to that always makes us tuck our chains in?
Yeah. Like what? Like
That's such a weird rule.
hey, we don't tuck it in. Some dude snatch our shit. Like, oh.
That's what they said the reason was.
What?
Because they're afraid of people getting into fights and snatching the chains. I'm like, you should just be afraid of the fights to start with.
They say anything.
Yeah.
But what they really trying to do, they basically just pick black people's closet. Like, what would they have in
what
there?
they into now? Let me check this Pinterest.
Dude eating a pizza. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
All right, I got a question.
Did you eat chicken today? Hey, what the?
If you had one truth pill, who would you give it to? So a pill that makes a person tell the truth of any question you want.
Who would I give it to?
Yeah, who would you give it to?
I don't think there's anybody that like I actively know to just be like, oh, I want to know
the truth.
You know, like at this point, if I ain't asked for it, I don't give a fuck. I'll probably give it to like a high-ranking government official, like right before they go on.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even gonna say put a pill in Joe Biden's water. Secret Service kicking our shit down.
Come here, Cosby.
But like put the truth pill on like a high-ranking official's.
Yeah. You can give the truth pill. It's like the truth pill goes to that person.
Yeah, I'll give the truth pill to somebody that's literally about to, like, the person that's about to talk about UFOs in a couple weeks.
Go, yeah. Know all the information. The people
everything.
That work there.
You know what? Want to know what's crazy? Do you want to answer the question before I leave?
Go ahead.
This? Somebody said we should have a show called Crash Dummies Sidetracked.
That was actually funny.
This is why. I don't know. I just think like with technology and like all that stuff, they leak it through the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way that technology, aliens, and all this stuff. Like just go look at the technology in some of the older movies.
Yeah.
Remember when in the older movies that people used to walk up to doors and then it would scan their face and the door would unlock?
Mm.
Now that's not like right. You would think like it's a thing now, right? Remember they will scan their eye and be like, oh, that'd never happen. It's just like I feel like people get that information early and are able to put it in movies. Like I don't feel like our imagination is big enough for the concept of aliens to keep growing like this. Because remember the first concept, it was just like big-headed dude, green, flying saucer. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Now look at all the variation of aliens and monsters. It's just like
they just saw a cave on Mars and they said it's just a rock formation. That should look like a cave to me. Go in there, send a little rover in there.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just feel like I don't know.
For us to believe that
we're the only things in this whole universe is crazy.
Gazillion light years away. That's just unfathomable like distance. You can't even like think that far.
Also, big advice. If you think that, I just want to show people like how important that they aren't. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to go look up a video, and it's this video that zooms out from this guy, right?
Yeah.
It zooms out from like the city, the state, the country, the continent, then the world, and it just shows you like, bro, you are small as hell, bro.
Yeah, it definitely makes you feel small for sure. You see, this is perfect time ad spot for
Viagra. No, I'm kidding.
Advertisers. Insert your slot here. That would have been a nice little segue.
I thought you said advertisers insert.
Insert here.
Dude, trying to seal the deal.
Oh, I was looking at so Walmart have their Juneteenth collections coming out. I feel like last year we talked about this too. Hey, it's almost a year anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
you
already know what they had an ice cream and it's the Kente colors.
Wow.
Do you want to know what the flavor is?
What?
Swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavored ice cream.
The cheesecake fire. I didn't know what they do.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah,
it's just funny on those days and stuff like that. Like they have like the whole like Kente Kente fabric kind of looking items,
right?
With the colors, the red.
You know want to know what's crazy is like people are gonna make fun of that. People are gonna be like, "This is bullshit," but there's a lot more people that are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
People don't realize. Like I know I say this all the time, but America is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be more dumb people than people with common sense.
Yeah.
So if you were posting something and it gets 50,000 likes, I bet you 25,000 of those people that liked and said that was garbage also bought it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, people are going to buy that because they're going to throw a Juneteenth parade and they're going to want canisters with the Juneteenth color on it. That's just how dumb
and that's
they
just
are.
and that's just companies learning how to like profit from these. Like, y'all want to create another holiday? Fine, we're gonna profit. Like, what is that really going towards? Like Walmart selling the Juneteenth themed stuff. Like, where's the money going to?
It's the same thing with Pride.
Yeah, Pride, Black History Month, everything. Yeah. Any holiday you want to come up with.
Yeah.
If whether it's to push your people more forward or not, it's always gonna be a way to make money from it.
Bro, one time, during Black History Month, somebody had it was some bagels and it had Martin Luther King face on it. What the fuck is this? You think I'm lying? Hey, Martin Luther bagels, bro.
That's what it's called?
Huh?
It was what it's called?
I just know his name was on. I mean, his face was on the
the bagel.
On the bagel, the bag. Martin Luther King bagels.
Oh,
they taking it a little bit too far.
A little too. Some white people might go there and then take some joy in it.
I was about to say something so Paul. I'm about to say they got the Malcolm X meat to go with it. But... Anyways.
Oh, so my dog was having a bad dream, and he was whimpering, and it reminded me of like when my little brother used to have bad dreams, right? And you can hear him saying "Oh no," and I just look at him. I just let him have that bad dream a little longer. Let him have that bad dream a little longer. Like let him fall off that cliff a little longer.
That's funny as shit, bro. That's probably the funniest thing ever, bro.
Sometimes you gotta let people, especially those some people that can annoy you. Sometimes it's no, let them go through that.
And you trying to see what level they on.
Yeah.
He running from somebody. See if he get away.
I would try to hear what my brother is saying sometimes so I can tell him what he was dreaming about. I know what your dream was about.
That's the craziest thing. I always get jealous of people who know. There's a certain amount of people who've trained themselves to
lucid dream.
Yeah, to be more active in their dream, which is crazy. I've always wanted that to happen. You know how many times, bro, there was one time I had this crazy dream, bro. So I just got done watching Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Right? This when I was younger. It's crazy I still remember this dream. Super crazy. Basically, all the dwarfs, a dwarf came up to me. I was in the show, and a dwarf bit my ankle, and I kicked him.
Mm-hmm.
And when I kicked him, his head rolled off. And I went home and I was watching the news, and they were just searching for suspect that killed one of the dwarfs. I'm like, oh, that's me. And then I'm just they not gonna know it's me. And then oh, just found out who killed the dwarf. And then there was a picture of me on the news, and there was a bunch of them outside my place. And I was just kicking them like this. And I remember waking up and my knee hurt real bad. I was like, bro, I was really yanking them. I was kicking them boys in my sleep.
There's one dream I had that when I was so young. This had to be when I was 3, bro, 4, because it was a dream about, and it's one of those things it feels like it's a memory that needs to be unlocked. There's a mission I gotta go to unlock this memory. But it was a random thing of me being older, taking a bath in a waterfall.
That's crazy. That's like some Avatar shit.
Yeah, it's
that boy thought he was destined for something.
So the longest time, because I remember thinking about that dream since I was 6. So I'm I always wonder what the hell that dream was even about, and why was I why do I remember that dream? Because I knew it had to be when I was 4, because I knew it was before I came to America, and I came to America when I was 5.
Right.
So I knew it had to be in Nigeria that I had this dream, and I remember it so vividly, and me being older. So I'm is there a waterfall I gotta go to unlock
crazy.
this memory?
You think it's this big, broad idea that you gotta figure out and it's gonna help you change your life, when the whole time they just want to let you know, hey, bro, you stink. Take a shower.
That's what hey, when you get older, you're gonna stop taking showers at one point.
You don't stink, bro.
Never forget.
Never forget. Keep showering, bro. That's the message. Keep showering.
I wonder if people have those, that one dream that they remember vividly, but not really.
I feel like everybody got there.
Like it's like it could be something. You never know. Something's gonna unlock.
I feel like a lot of people, like I know a person, that they always dream of like their worst fears.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people like that, and if you like, that's the thing. Like when people talk about manifesting something,
Yeah,
it's like it starts there. That's why you always gotta be careful, like what you dream about.
Mm-hmm.
Always, you gotta like have a good mindset before you go to sleep, because you can dream something. Like there's been time like I don't do it anymore because I'm like way more conscious of like what I think about and like how it affects me. But there was like one time I like dreamt about a coach not liking me.
Yeah.
And I had a dream that he didn't tell me what time the game was on purpose. And I showed up, and like literally the next time I saw that coach, I was just like, I don't like this dude. And that really never changed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy to me. Like even now that I know what I did, like how I got into that mindset, I started looking for like, man, this dude must not really like me if I felt like that.
Yeah.
And so I feel like some people take like, some people go with their gut feelings a little bit too much. I feel like the gut feeling, that gut feeling that you get is more for like bigger stuff. It's not for the tedious stuff, because then you're just like not listening to anything at all. You're just listening to whatever feeling you have at that time.
Mm-hmm.
My gut feeling telling me to go to Burger King. Well, gut feelings ain't, I don't know if it's, maybe it's gotten you to the college you want to go to, but I don't think it's doing it to like your daily life, everyday life.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the gut feelings are for like the bigger things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Where Dr. Umar at, man?
If people could be inanimate objects, what object do you think would have it the worst?
I mean, a toilet.
A toilet?
Yeah.
You think toilet would be worse than tissue paper?
Yeah, the crazy thing about tissue paper, you get stuck in there for a while.
Yeah.
Like somebody crazy. Like they just forget about you.
Yeah.
Hey, you've been there 3 hours. Like, dang, ain't I supposed to be flushed by now? What's wrong with dude? Definitely that.
Yeah. You know, being the tissue paper would be wild. It would be just you'd be looked down upon among all the other objects.
Facts.
Like the ear swabs, thinking that you're gonna be the ear swab people thinking they got it the worse than the tissue paper people.
Or like a locker room door.
Yeah.
Like every time it's a game, let's go. Like, ow. Damn. Chill. Or that sign everybody touch before they get blew out by 50.
That's the word. I hate that tradition.
That's crazy. Any tradition that like you're not over 500, like you got to change the next year.
Bro, I hate those type of traditions.
You got to rub the rock before you come out. So what happened when you rub the rock? It beat 47-0. Fuck was the rock then?
I remember I found myself doing that when I first came to Lakeland to play football, and you know, we had that little sign on the outside. Everybody would just touch the sign.
Yeah. It's like rise up or something.
Yeah, and I touched it because I saw everybody do like monkey see, monkey do. I saw everybody touching the sign, and we are bad that season. We can't lose. I'm like, why are we touching this rise up and none of y'all rising up?
Yeah. Traditions are like, it's all about like what class is there, but it's just like, it's crazy to me that someone.
It's funny to me
that's the bad thing about coaches is like they implement that and just be like they take it as like discipline.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a random task to see if you do it every time. Mm-hmm. That way, I know I have control over my team. Like, no, you actually gotta have a relationship.
Yeah, it's just random things too. It's like
ring the bell after
this person. We gotta re-rub this rock every day before the games and stuff like that. Go rub it because I said it's a random thing to rub.
That's wild. It's always wild to me also when people say prayers before games. And they like ask God to keep everybody healthy. I'm like, bro, you think God care about this AAU game? Do you think he care about Daryl ACL? Give a fuck.
What happens when they both pray for to win?
To win. A draw. Like, don't work like that. Y'all pray too?
Nah, do the Muslim so don't count.
He didn't even say amen, bro. Yeah. That's us. You want to know what's crazy? Why'd your laugh abruptly stop?
Because I was going to say something and I was like, I didn't know what I was going to say after that. So I was like,
Oh, do that again?
nothing.
Okay.
I just like the randomest sounds. I was like,
Yeah, you was all over that mic. It's crazy. So it's chill before you get me into a deep laugh, bro, that I can't get out of. All right, it's crazy that with guys. All right.
I don't know why I'm laughing.
All right. It's crazy that with guys. It's crazy. All right. Come on. I gotta go. All right. It's crazy that with guys, once the person goes through something serious and they survive it, we make fun of it.
Yeah.
Like one of our friends could be in like this brutal car accident.
Yeah.
As soon as they get healthy, be like, damn, I guess you were just playing bumper cars, huh? Like,
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I think sometimes it's like fair game. Sometimes there's certain things. Obviously, if your like parents die and somebody,
yeah, that's crazy.
somebody coming to you like, shit, I just thought your dad left, never
That's
came
crazy.
back.
Damn, dude want to be just like Batman. But no, but like it would be crazy. Like you have a heart attack, but you survive it. I'm like, damn, dude want to be John Q so bad.
Or your friend coming to you like, boo.
Oh, you good? No, all right. Black people always doing that. You getting big on me now. Try to.
They go for the rib shots every time, but in real fights, they're all head hunting.
It's almost illegal to punch the body in a street fight.
Bro, so many street fights would be won if some dude just went to the body.
It's tough though.
I know.
Usually during the body is like an after effect. It's like what you feel after the round. It's like, oh damn, he was tagging my rib.
Yeah.
Right? Usually fights are only last like.
Yeah.
I feel like they need to come out with a league like that. It's kind of like make the gloves a little bit smaller, which they do, and make the like say this is only one round. People will stop being so like methodical with their.
Gotta go all out.
That's
the thing with like they're talking about women's boxing because obviously Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fought amazing fight, and guys fight 3-minute rounds and the girls fight 2-minute 10 rounds and the guys fight 3-minute 12 rounds.
Yeah,
and so they fought a 2-minute rounds, and it was a lot of action because like they don't have much time to kind of read and stuff like that before the fight. It's either over or just looks really boring. So they were throwing them. I was like, I wonder if the time does add urgency, but I feel like, I don't know. If male boxers box like that too, it'd probably be like.
Boxing is one of those like, that's the reason the UFC does exist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like boxing kind of reminds me of like MLB baseball. They're super, super traditional.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because there's so many like virtues of it. There's like the World Cup of boxing, World Cup of baseball, Olympics, like all that stuff that to keep the tradition of this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like boxing's never gonna change. Boxing's never gonna be like let's take down the men and get more action.
Yeah.
Never, ever, bro.
Definitely not taking away. They could add for women's
because they won't, because they got so much money. Just like baseball, it's like everybody wants baseball to be more entertaining, but baseball makes so much money. Like, why will we change our ways?
They also play hella games.
They do.
Them boys got no off season.
162. But as soon as the season ends, all right, spring training. All right, I got one. Would you rather every time you walk the way door, you get smacked in the back of the head? Or every time you walk out of the door, you get kicked in the back?
Definitely probably get slapped on the neck.
Really?
Yeah.
I said back of the head.
Back of the head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess
the back just seems way to kick.
Yeah.
With the strongest limb on your body to my weakest limb.
So my whole thing is like when I'm entering, so if I open a door, so like let's say I'm opening a door for work, I don't want to start work off bad. If I enter the door to like my house, I don't want like to come in with a bad attitude. You know, if I came here to shoot the podcast, I'm like mad as hell. You're like, damn, why you so mad? Because somebody just smacked me in the back of my damn head. I'd rather take that kick to the back. That way, when I turn around and shoot the house up, the person that keep doing that done.
That's the question too. Is it just like a hand that just appears out of nowhere? Like, and you try to dodge it one day, it's like, bow.
Because if it's a person, bro, it's gonna be a lot of.
All right, man. What's this about?
Tell me how we can solve this. All right.
Anyway, what I was saying too was, so there was an accident on one side of the street, and it made me just to think, like, how come when there is an accident on one side of the street, it affects the other side that doesn't have the traffic in it? It's just, have you ever noticed that? It could be an accident on one side of the highway,
yeah.
on one side of the highway, and then the other side that does not have the accident is slowing down because people are turning their heads.
It's crazy because when you're in traffic, and you probably see it on like your navigation system, whatever you're like looking at on your phone, if you're on Waze, Maps, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, damn, it must be an accident over here because it's slowing down. And you get all the way up there and be like, bro, it wasn't even an accident on my side.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everybody that's looking at it. In other countries, they block it off. They put up dividers.
They do?
I don't know if that's London.
Yeah.
Or one other country I saw, like, to stop that when there's a bad accident, the people that come, they bring dividers so people can't see.
Yeah.
And
but I feel like if in America they did that here, then people would still be looking like, oh, they got the blinders up now. Something must have happened.
Yeah.
Still look over.
But sometimes when you're looking over there, you kind of look at the details.
Yeah,
like,
the details. Yeah.
I think just a lot. Like I'm okay with looking there and not losing speed on the high. I can look at an accident and still be going 75 comfortably.
Yeah.
But there's some people that can't do that, so they slow down to 45, like
pulling out their phones. And
and they don't even notice. You know what I'm saying? It's like
pulling out your phone to record an accident has to be the most counterproductive thing ever while you're driving.
That shit kills me, bro. It's just one person. I'm not gonna name. He films accidents all the time on and put it on his Snapchat, and then has the nerve to say prayers for whoever in that car. Did you send a Snapchat to God? What you mean?
Every time you see though, it'd be the most fiery car that you like, and the car's like a pancake. Damn, hope they made it. Or
the worst. Hey, it was an accident on 43. Check in with your peeps. What did the car look like?
And the worst thing is that you're driving while recording. You about to cause another one.
I got to check in on you. All right, I had a question. Did Kanye make the Kardashians better?
Did he make them better?
Yeah. I feel like I feel like that's part of their
I think that's better than what I guess what the question would be then, would they be where they are without Kanye? Because it's like when you add a good thing to a good thing, it's going to be better regardless of the
right. Saying the Kardashians were still going to go up. Yeah. But were they going to go up? Like, they're royalty now. Mm-hmm. Like, when they go to other countries and say, I'm going to a store, there's going to be a mass of, 500 to 1,000 people outside of that store waiting on the 15 seconds they get to see them walk in and out.
They're probably I would say they're probably the most popular people that don't have a profession, like just for being them.
They're literally professional at being famous.
Yeah, that's literally it.
That's crazy, right? There's not that.
I'm trying to think who else is famous just for who they are. No acting.
It would have to be like Paris Hilton.
Yeah, but it's still she was famous because her dad owns the Hilton hotels.
Yeah, true.
And a lot of these shows, I think White Girls was kind of played based on her.
Oh, Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the concept from Paris.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those things.
Then you probably have to give most of the credit to Kris Jenner. But I'm saying, obviously.
But Kris Jenner wasn't popular.
She made them popular, though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, popular for what?
For their lifestyle. I think she was
their lifestyle wasn't even that crazy with Ray J. Kim was Paris Hilton's assistant. And her dad was the famous lawyer.
Not when they started the show.
Oh, not when they started the show.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They got famous from their show.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I feel like they were the first people to just be like, okay, we're in this position. A lot of people don't know what's going on around here. A lot of people don't know the luxury life that we're living. Let's show them. And then you also got all these different type of personalities, which they had in all the sisters.
Yeah.
Like if you were a girl that was growing up, and you, obviously, you know, some girls that are from our neighborhoods didn't grow up watching Kardashians. I'm talking about like the girls in middle class that started off in middle class. If you're watching the Kardashians, especially with the two Jenners, you found somebody to relate to.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, right? There's somebody that was around your age, whether it's Kendall, Kylie, or the three other sisters. You know, Kim, Chloe, and Courtney.
Yeah.
You found like, okay, that's my favorite. And then you followed them, and that's how you got to the show. So that was smart by them. And then like them bringing in like, you know, the mid-tier NBA players, you know, like who was the first one? Obviously Ray J was a big one, right? That connected everybody to Kim. Then
Reggie
like
Bush.
Follow Chris Humphries, Reggie Bush. It's like, okay, if I'm a sports fan, I know Reggie Bush, Heisman Trophy winner. Okay, his girlfriend is semi-famous. Okay, now I know Kim
She
Kardashian.
might make Chris Humphries a little bit more popular than.
No, Chris Humphries, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just.
I wonder what Chris Humphries is doing right now.
Nothing.
Is he in the league?
No. I told you this last time. We already looked it up.
We did?
Oh, we got Alzheimer's for real.
Chris Humphries.
But yeah.
We're the Kardashian report now.
For sure.
Chris Humphries.
I think Kanye is the first person to be more famous than them.
Yeah. Like way extremely more.
Maybe Travis. I mean, like even when Kylie started dating Travis Scott, I don't know.
Kylie Jenner's more popular than Travis Scott.
You think so?
Yeah. All of them. She has 100 million followers.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Kanye was the first person. So like, I'm saying like, and obviously a lot of people are everybody are like watching the Kardashians outfits a lot more that Kanye was there, and he was like, oh, he's not influencing. I feel like the only person you can do that to is Kim. You know, you can say like, and only to Kim during bigger events.
Yeah.
Like to say, okay, this award, I know Kanye helped her with this outfit and used to help her with her outfits. But to like take pictures of Chloe and be like, oh, she fell off since Kanye left. You think like Chloe was calling Kanye for every outfit that every time she went to an award or a big show?
Maybe.
Chloe was?
I mean, I feel like sisters kind of rub off on each other though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like they got something from Kanye, but I don't know if it's like to that extent.
All right.
Who knows?
We're done with the Kardashian.
No. One more thing about the Kardashian. No, I'm just
There's another thing that said, Sean Paul says Beyonce once confronted him about dating rumors that started to circulate after they collaborated on Baby Boy. Sean Paul talks about the rumors that him and Beyonce were having an affair. And she was like, I'm like, yo, I'm not saying shit. And she's like, these rumors are fucking with my life, with my career. And I just want you to know that. And then Sean Paul says, they don't fuck with mine. Like, it's not messing up his career.
Duh, it's not.
Yeah.
You're only going to get more clout. And everybody's going to wonder why.
When I was thinking about that, I was like, when rumors happen like that, or just rumors, period, is there always like one, especially like dating rumors, is there always one person that's like benefiting from the dating rumors?
Yeah.
There's always going to be like one person that benefits from it.
I mean, if it's mutual, then it's a plant.
Yeah.
Then it's planted.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's a lot, and I feel like people don't notice that. Like with celebrity couples.
Yeah.
Like I think it's crazy how like a lot of that stuff is fake. Like I think a lot of that stuff is fake.
I knew it's crazy. Like some of these celebrities,
I knew it.
Some of these celebrities be calling paparazzi to be like where they are.
100%, bro.
It's like
There's
it's a
no
weird
way. Like you're the
no. It's confirmed that they be calling. Like Addison Rae did. I'm sure Julia Fox does because like she seemed like she's walking down a runway model every time there's a photographer takes her.
I mean, that's part of her thing, though. Like she has to.
Yeah. But like calling paparazzi to say, "Hey, I'm about to be here. Come take pictures."
That's how you know, like California is wild. Like to be in that sense and just be around those people. Like, how can you have a real conversation with anybody that called paparazzi on themselves?
And it's like I wouldn't have a problem with it if like you like act like you called them. Like, all right, I just called them because I want to get a picture.
Yeah,
some candies of me eating. But to pretend you don't see them,
and then to dodge him.
Yeah.
They call him and dodge him. I feel like that's like I've always wanted to do that. I don't know why. I just always want to hire a bunch of people and do like a social test, like how we talked about like getting in the club. Like I wonder if like I got out of a car, someone pulled the door open, and it was a bunch of fake paparazzi coming for me, and I asked security like, "Hey, can you help me out here?"
Yeah.
Would they let me in the club in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah.
They probably would.
Yeah.
And they probably give you like a deal on a section, be like, "Hey, yo, Lil Pete on here." Like, don't even know what my name is. It's this one dude that pretended to be Justin Bieber. He just hired a bunch of security and hired some paparazzi. He did that in the club, let him in. He kept his hood on the whole time. He stayed in the section. They even played like the Justin Bieber song.
Yeah.
He was like acting like he was rapping it.
Yeah.
Like people are just so like, that's why so many these fakes are, man. People even happy to be around the fakes, which is crazy. There was a new fake. What a new fake?
There is?
Yeah. Oh,
I saw there was a random King Von one.
Nah, it was the Chris Brown fake I saw.
There's a Chris Brown fake?
Yes, he actually looks like Chris Brown, bro.
Oh.
It's crazy.
So people don't want to be like people don't want to be themselves anymore.
They don't, bro. But that's always been around. Like,
I should do Tyler Perry one then.
Look, it's always been around. Look at all the fake Elvises, bro.
Yeah, fake Michael Jacksons.
Fake Michael Jacksons. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. I
crazy.
feel like those guys are more like the people that iconic, and the people that are doing that was like.
I mean, Drake.
It's
and
more
Chris
of a
Brown.
yeah, but it's more of a costume, if you know what I'm saying. Like the Elvis character is like a character. Michael Jackson like a character. Chris Brown obviously is a legend in his own right. Drake is popular in his own right, but it's like it's not. It never seemed like there was a character.
I just think it's crazy if they're alive.
Yeah, that's even crazier.
Like that's like crazy to ride. He's still alive. That boy on
Every day is Halloween.
Boy on a tricycle.
This week, Pat Beverly was making his rounds on
Patrick Beverly.
That's I say. Speaking of Pat,
I feel like you shouldn't call him Pat if you don't know him.
So
I don't
you
want
just said
nobody.
we just had to talk about your name.
But I'm saying when people
Patrick Beverly does sound like not intimidating.
Usually when people say, "Do you want Pat or Patrick?" that means we know each other at this point. Like, okay, I'm gonna be saying your name multiple times. Is it Pat or Patrick? But continue.
You know what I say when people say, "Is it? Do you want it Mike or Michael?" I usually say whatever rolls off.
I forgot yours was like that. That's crazy.
I was like, whatever rolls off the tongue easier for you. That's what I would say. Mike.
Like, whoa. It really rolled off there. Huh?
Oh, but anyway, Patrick Beverly was making his rounds on ESPN as an analyst, and he did good the first day, and he I would call like was being polarizing on purpose or on accident or however he is. But you already know ESPN was so thirsty because they saw all the engagement I was getting. They invited him the next day, go on, Get Up, First Take, all the shows. Mm-hmm. So what do you see him as an analyst right now? You think it's a future for him in it, or? I mean,
you see,
or can he keep being like, there's saying the truth and there's like also going overboard while saying the truth, like how you feel.
So obviously, I think that the NBA is a brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them, some people might disagree and might not like another player, but they feel like they're all a part of this brotherhood. So rarely do you get one of them to come out and say exactly what it was and exactly what the other players think down to a T, especially somebody that's still active. Mm-hmm. Usually players wait, like, Kendrick Perkins to you figure out his real feelings about stuff.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be interesting. That's why, like, a lot of these players are starting podcasts towards the end of their career because they're going to pick up a big fan base.
Yeah.
This player is going out and playing while also talking to you. Like, Draymond has a podcast right now.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond's a really good podcaster, though. Mm-hmm. He's a really good talker. But it's just like, it's also interesting because he's playing right now.
Yeah.
Just like, okay, if he says, Seth Curry is, a better shooter than CJ McCollum, it's just like, dang, I got to take this dude who been defensive player of the year candidate or top in defense. It's just like, I got to take this from him. Like, this might be real. Same thing with Pat Bev. It's like, if you think he's like one of the top defenders and he's telling you somebody's garbage or telling you someone's good, you take his opinion a lot better than somebody like Stephen A. Smith. It's like, I've never seen Stephen A. Smith talk, and I was just like, yeah, he right.
Yeah.
Like, ever, bro. If he is right about something, it's something that's like right with everybody. Like, everybody knows that's right, and he just saying it more emphatically than everybody else.
Yeah.
So I think like Pat Bev being on stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna get the engagement for any player. Even I guess he's a little bit more popular, but any player, like if Lonzo Ball came on there and talked about people, it'd be almost the same engagement. If he was willing to be truthful, like Pat Bev and how he feels about stuff. But most NBA players dodge that question because they had media training, and Pat Bev has not.
I think that's the biggest difference is like the media training. You can tell Pat Bev is like he knows what he's doing. He knows if I say this way, this is gonna make rounds. And I do think he's looking at how he can make money after playing basketball.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let me plant this. That's because that's how all these NBA players start off. Like it's little things here and there, and then if they stick, then they towards the end of their playing career, they kind of get more time doing that type of stuff.
Yeah, I also think a lot of these role players, which would be the people you want to hear from, the star players you're never really gonna hear it from.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because there's no point. They don't need that money to talk to the media.
Yeah.
So the only players you can get to talk like that are these middle tier players.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them don't talk like that because if I talk about a current player, what if I was, who does LeBron play with right now that's like a role player? Like somebody that's a role player. Like DJ Augustine,
mm-hmm.
right? What if at some point DJ Augustine hopped on ESPN and was just like, I don't think LeBron that good. He kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But now the Lakers were the only team that took DJ Augustine off of waivers. It's like eventually, like, what if Pat Bev needs Chris Paul at some point? He just burned that bridge, or somebody that's close to Chris Paul, and just be like, if I got the choice between Mike and another dude, I'm gonna take the person I got the best relationship with because both of them not coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
They both stand at number 7, 8, 9 on the rotation.
Yeah.
So it's just like who you like at that point. That's why you always see like Damian Lee. Like there's probably a lot of players better than Damian Lee.
Yeah.
But that's Steph Curry's brother-in-law.
That boy, he got the. Never mind.
Nah, you ain't get on.
Yeah.
I think I dissed the Curry brothers on Patreon.
Yeah, you did.
I went off on them boys.
So, Tory Lanez right now is doing something I feel like is pretty smart, and some artists should probably take note. So he now goes live on Twitch, right? Recording live, like actual records showing his recording process and everything. And he's made some pretty good songs within the little thing. And pretty much he lets the fans pick the beat, pick the name of the song, and then he'll go inside the studio and kind of just freestyle over the beat and then make a song out of it, right? And I just think that's pretty smart to do because it kind of like it brings your audience into into your recording process. And like it's like getting that first when you have you go into the studio and you're with all your friends, everybody's gonna be like, oh, that shit hot, right? You kind of want to hear it from somebody else, like
right.
the mini reaction before I put all my heart into this song.
Right.
Oh, I'm onto something, this beat, everybody really likes this beat. All right, I'm about to really try on this verse and stuff like that. But like when you get the false hope of like, oh, this beat's not even good, and then you're going it's like a lot of things can make a song bad. So I just think a lot of artists should take like kind of not follow the same direction, but like get outside opinions on songs before everybody does the snippet stuff. But let people see your recording process. How'd you come up with this? Yeah, let me see like how you got to this bar.
Also, all those artists that are really talented, like the more and more you show your talent, because there's artists that we don't think are talented because they have like a certain style that they have to portray, and we just be like, all right, like people didn't used to think T-Pain was talented. Yeah, they just assumed like,
auto-tune.
He just hopped on auto-tune and just like sung, and then like later on, now his music is a lot more appreciated because you're like, oh man, he actually dialed this up. Oh, he wrote this song for Akon, then he did it, or he wrote that song for Akon, and this is style.
Isn't that crazy that T-Pain kind of started a whole wave?
A whole wave.
That shit's crazy. T-Pain's a legend,
and
bro.
People tried to bully him off of it.
Yeah,
he just bought a restaurant too.
Yeah, T-Pain's.
How we get here? This sidetrack.
Yeah. We should have named the podcast that.
Sidetrack.
Yeah.
Sidetrack. I like that. We ain't giving dude no credit though.
Yeah. Spinoff. The Sidetrack podcast.
The Sidetrack.
Once we did another podcast with us too.
Hey,
just named it something different.
And maybe something totally different.
And different names, everything.
And switch seats. That'd be the craziest part. Like, hey,
it's funny how we end up in these seats too.
I started over there.
I was gonna sit over there too. I forgot what made me not want to sit there.
Yo, that's before you started using Coke.
Just try to. When you try to find an insult, you say like, "Damn, I can't even think of shit."
I ain't thinking nothing. Yeah, you used to sniff Coke, and your nostril used to be bigger on this side.
That people are gutting on you for saying smoking Coke. I'm like, that's the point. It's the joke.
Yeah. Like, you don't think I know people smoke crack? Come on, bro. You smoke crack for calling me out for saying smoke. No. He disrespecting the drug game. Lame ass dude work at Home Depot calling me out for disrespecting the drug game.
Yeah.
I'll break down them boxes.
Anyway, man. That's a good for a good Wednesday.
Oh, today is
Wednesday.
Technically.
Yeah, technically.
I always forget that we talking to people from the past.
From the future.
No, we're talking to people.
We're from the past to them.
We're from the past. They're
from the future.
Our perspective is from the past.
Our perspective from the future.
You're an idiot.
How am I an idiot?
If we're talking and
right now we're talking to the future people that are going to listen to this.
Our perspective.
The people that might want to listen to this might not even be here by the time it's time to listen to us.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy. Like, when we get to a certain point, like, we're going to lose like a listener a month. Just off the algorithm. Like, damn. You know, when we get to like 500,000 subscribers, like, damn, why we go down to 499,999? Wait, we lost a subscriber. Gotta scour.
Oh, man. Anyways, this has been episode 47.
Man, dude got hit by a car.
Hope y'all make it to the episode. If you listen to this, good for you.
Join your local wheelchair league.
Oh, my gosh. All right, peace.